Caitlin Clark is injured again.
Jacy Sheldon kneeing Caitlin Clark in the groin. Look, Jacy Sheldon knees CC in the groin.
It's a foul. It is clearly a foul. Obviously, this is called as a no call.
The worst ref game. It looked like they wanted Caitlin Clark to be hurt, or they wanted something bad to happen to Caitlin.
Brand new footage has flipped the script. A new camera angle leaves no doubt Jacy Sheldon clearly drives her knee straight into Caitlin Clark's groin. And the ref, right there.
The referees was a complete disaster. These referees was completely ridiculous.
Watching and still refuses to blow the whistle. Caitlin instantly doubles over in pain, but the game goes on like nothing happened.
And immediately grabs the inside of that right leg.
This isn't a harmless oversight. This is targeted violence. If you're Team Caitlin all the way, hit that comment section now.
And the Indiana Fever plays their best when Caitlin is on the floor. Yeah, I get it 1,000%.
She was the reason.
She's the one. She's the one bringing all the viewers.
The league might turn a blind eye, but we won't. The internet lost its mind the moment this new clip hit the timeline. In crystal clear slow motion, from a fresh angle, everything is visible.
There was new footage that has come out. Allegedly, Jacy Sheldon kneeing Caitlin Clark in the groin. Look, Jacy Sheldon knees CC in the groin.
Jacy Sheldon charging toward Caitlin Clark with her knee lifted and driving it directly into Caitlin's groin.
39 seconds in the game. She holding her leg because she knew. Caitlin knew she was hurt.
This wasn't some accidental bump or normal contact. Her foot leaves the ground, her body shifts straight into Caitlin, and the impact is immediate.
Caitlin Clark took a knee to the groin from Jacy Sheldon, but it's a foul. It is clearly a foul, and obviously this is called as a no call.
So there's a referee standing right there we all can see. Can you guys see this right here? You guys see that? That is a knee. Jacy Sheldon's knee is all the way fully, her whole leg is fully extended.
Clark bends over in pain, clutching herself, and unbelievably, the referee just stands there and lets it slide. No whistle, no foul, no review.
The referees was a complete disaster.
Clark appears to have re-aggravated her right abductor groin strain.
People watching frame by frame were stunned. The video caught fire online, going viral almost instantly.
It's kind of a bit reckless to say that it's intentional. I think in general, it is reckless to say that anyone is intentionally trying to harm somebody, because for me, that's like one of the most kind of extreme accusations you can put on somebody.
The phrase Sheldon knee was suddenly everywhere, and fans were demanding answers.
It's probably hard to argue that that is a flagrant foul. It's extremely hard to argue that's a flagrant foul. Almost certainly a common foul.
Was it deliberate? Reckless? At the very least, it should have been called out. But nothing. No call, no acknowledgement. That silence from the officials sent a message louder than any tweet. Targeting Caitlin Clark is somehow acceptable. And here's what proves it wasn't acting. Caitlin's reaction.
Off the ground into Caitlin Clark hand and groin area. You clearly see that. She immediately grabs her groin. She knows she's hurt.
The moment she's struck, she hunches forward, visibly in pain, struggling to keep herself upright. No flopping, no fake drama, just raw hurt.
News has not broke that Caitlin Clark's hurt, but you can damn near be prepared for the verdict.
The problem isn't just that she got hit, it's that the league's biggest star keeps getting hit, and the people in charge of protecting her don't seem to care.
It looked like they wanted Caitlin Clark to be hurt, or they wanted something bad to happen to Caitlin, bro.
That's what made this footage so explosive. It confirmed what so many feared. This isn't just one incident, it's part of a larger pattern. And this time, there's no denying it.
A fan's point of view of what happened. Watch this. So this was actually inside the stadium.
Please welcome to the floor, ladies and members of the Connecticut Giant Squad. Let's make some noise for Kenny Garden.
because the fix is in that they can be extra physical with Clark.
The camera caught everything. This wasn't some isolated cheap shot. It was just the latest chapter in a long, ugly trend of violent hits aimed at Caitlin Clark, with the league staying silent every time.
Caitlin Clark did get injured again in her right groin this time. The previous groin injury was her left groin, and it is not looking good because groins are an injury that do take quite a while to actually fully heal.
Elbows to her ribs, shoves to the floor, pokes to the eye, and now a knee to the groin. All of that has happened during her rookie season. And what has the WNBA done in response? Practically nothing.
A terrible, terrible refereeing job.
This isn't just aggressive defense. This is physical punishment. And there's a big difference. These hits aren't about stopping her from scoring. They're about sending a message. You don't belong here. And the refs are letting it happen. In fact, the officiating has become so one-sided that Caitlin's had to literally argue mid-game just to get basic foul calls.
She was livid. She told the referee to grow up. Got Agnes confirmed. That's exactly what Caitlin Clark said to the ref. She told the ref to grow up.
The referees was embarrassing. The referee then said something to Caitlin Clark and completely set Caitlin Clark off.
She had snapped at a referee earlier. She had held her head down in the midst of her shooting slump.
And when she does, she's the one getting pulled aside to avoid technicals or warned like she's the problem. It's backwards. Even her coach, Stephanie White, has publicly said there's a different standard when Caitlin's on the floor. But still, no action. The commissioner stays quiet.
She's got hurt again. This is her fourth upper leg injury on her other leg.
It's difficult to see Clark holding back tears.
And we want to see Caitlin Clark ball.
The refs face no consequences, and fans are watching it all in disbelief, flooding social media with outrage and still getting no answers. It's not hard to see why this keeps happening. Some veterans clearly resent her. Caitlin's rise wasn't slow and quiet. It was explosive. She brought massive crowds, record-breaking ratings, and global attention to a league many had ignored. She didn't climb the ladder, she launched past it, and for some players, that's hard to accept. So instead of competing with her talent, they try to break her spirit through hits, fouls, and as we just saw, even a knee. And where's Kathy Engelbert in all of this? Missing. The WNBA commissioner has yet to say a word. No discipline, no accountability, no public backing of Caitlin. She's allowed this chaos to grow while the league's brightest star keeps getting knocked around.
These referees was completely ridiculous. They're holding Kathy accountable for Adam Silver to possibly step in and get rid of Kathy.
At this point, some are calling for NBA Commissioner Adam Silver to step in and take control. That's how bad the trust is. Because this isn't just about one player taking a few hard hits. This is about a league letting jealousy, politics, and ego get in the way of protecting the future.
Fever win in the ugliest 85-77. Fourth quarter was as long as that Wings game. It just dragged, man. There were 15 of the 33 fouls in this game were all in that fourth quarter, along with stoppages. Caitlin Clark had a tough shooting night again. At this point, it was clear through this game she's not 100%.
Caitlin Clark isn't just being fouled. She's being sacrificed, and the silence from leadership is just as damaging as the hits themselves. As if the non-stop hits on Caitlin Clark weren't bad enough, there's another layer to this that fans are furious about: the double standards. The uneven treatment from the media, the league, and even some of her fellow players has become impossible to ignore. Caitlin isn't just being attacked on the court.
Caitlin Clark, she came out of the timeout. So Caitlin comes out of the timeout right here. And this is the timeout after she's dribbled the ball up. She's dribbled the ball up straight away, got fouled by Layla Khan, and then you could argue that Caitlin does push off after the defensive foul there.
She's being handled completely differently off it too. And it's not an accident, it's intentional.
What if this would have happened to Kobe? What if this would have happened to Jordan? The type of shit that is going down in this league, bro, is making it hard to watch.
Let's talk about how the media responds when Caitlin gets injured compared to how they react when it happens to others. When another star player goes down, headlines light up with support, commentators jump in with sympathy, and players rush to send messages. But when Caitlin Clark takes a knee to the groin in front of a national audience, barely a whisper. Some headlines don't even mention the hit. Others act like it's just part of the game. Where's the outrage? Where are the demands for accountability? Where are the analysts calling this what it is? Dangerous.
So the court is now set up. It's unfortunate, man. Caitlin Clark, we don't know yet, but I'm getting word that she's hurt, hella hurt.
Instead, what we're getting is silence, or worse, gaslighting. A few voices in the media have even suggested Caitlin just can't handle the physicality of pro basketball. Really? This is someone who's been shoved, elbowed, tripped, stomped, poked in the eye, and now kneed in the groin.
Fans are quiet online. A lot of people are starting to look like they're reselling their all-star tickets. Some people even giving them away.
And she's the one being told to toughen up? That's not tough love. That's pure hypocrisy. And it's not just Caitlin under fire. Her fans are now being dragged into the mess. Videos are surfacing showing Clark supporters being kicked out of arenas just for speaking up during games. Online, there are jokes and memes mocking what her fans look like or calling them toxic. But no one's asking the obvious question. Why are they so vocal? Why are they so emotional?
We see Caitlin Clark grab her groin after making this play to Kelsey Mitchell, the backdoor play that we've grown accustomed to seeing. And just like that, boom, grabbing the groin, clearly in pain.
A lot of people feeling the pain on this one, man.
It's because they've been watching their favorite player get abused over and over again, with no protection, no punishment for the offenders, and no sign of change. They're fed up, and rightfully so.
I think it is very likely that Caitlin Clark, the reason why she's so upset is just the old way of the world. It's finally kind of coming down on her. And that's a kind of scary thing where she almost has too much pressure put on her shoulders. And
underneath all of this is a deeper bitterness that's leaking out across the league. It's coming from players who feel overshadowed. Caitlin Clark didn't just bring attention. She exposed how unprepared the WNBA was for someone with her level of fame, following, and influence.
Caitlin Clark, she started off bad, but she slowly got it together. She had 14 points, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds.
She's a one-woman ratings machine. She boosts ticket sales, headlines, viewership, merch, you name it. And instead of celebrating that, a lot of people in the system are trying to push back. They're gatekeeping, they're lashing out. And since they can't compete with her numbers, they go after her with fouls instead. Yet despite everything, Caitlin continues to show up. She plays through the pain, smiles in interviews, signs autographs for kids, and never blames her teammates or coaches. She hasn't asked for special treatment. She's only ever asked for fairness. And even that's been denied. The harsh truth is, the WNBA is playing with fire.
Her brother just erupted online. He's mad. The referees was a complete disaster this game. Caitlin Clark erupted on them numerous of times in this matchup. Stephanie White erupted. Caitlin Clark literally had to get pulled away. She started crying. She finna put the towel over. She's bawling right now. She's bawling right now because she knows she's hurt, and these referees allow her to get hurt. Caitlin Clark, brother, make no mistake, this is on the ref, and he know his sister's hurt right before All-Star game. All the hacking, the pushing, the damn shoving, all of this was unnecessary. I am sick of this shit. The refs were letting defenders hand check Caitlin all damn night and hold Caitlin Clark without consequence.
They're cashing in on Caitlin's fame, using her face for promos, her name to sell tickets, and her highlights to drive views. But they refuse to treat her with the respect and protection that any league superstar deserves. They want her to smile for the cameras, take the hits, and never speak out.
It's real hard for me to hold my feelings back and not explode.
But that time is over. You can't have it both ways. You can't build your brand on someone's back while letting her get stomped, mocked, and ignored. This is about more than a missed foul. It's about how the league treats its greatest asset. If they keep treating Caitlin Clark like a punching bag instead of the icon she is, fans won't just be upset, they'll walk away, and eventually so will she.
They're literally trying to destroy Caitlin Clark, the person, physically, bro. They're physically trying to destroy this young lady for being a good basketball player. Can we wrap our minds around that? Put our hearts around that. They're trying to destroy this young lady.
This was never just about a single play or a missed foul. It's about a league that begged for attention, finally got it, and then completely failed the one player who made it all possible. Caitlin Clark is being hit, hurt, and ignored while carrying the weight of the WNBA on her shoulders.
She just don't deserve to be hacked the way she's getting hacked. She don't deserve for these refs to be doing this. In Indiana to be the way that it is, bro.
New footage doesn't lie. That knee to the groin wasn't just a dirty move, it was the final straw. And now the silence from the league's leadership is speaking louder than anything else. If the WNBA won't defend its brightest star, the fans will.
Caitlin Clark is obviously the reason why everybody's watching the WNBA. She's the reason why all these fans are tuning in.
Nobody on this team sets screens.
Caitlin Clark running the show.
Caitlin Clark showed y'all. She the best that ever did it and got away with it.
We see what's happening. We're not blind, and we're definitely not quiet. So if you stand with Caitlin 100%, let your voice be heard, drop a comment, share this video, and make sure the league knows. We won't sit back while this continues. Not now. Not ever.